Hey everyone, and welcome back to AI Podcast. Today we're taking a deep dive into something pretty wild,
Mm.
AI creating music.
Yeah, it's like where creativity and tech just totally collide.
All right, color me intrigued, but how does AI compose music? Is it like throwing darts at a musical dartboard, or is there some logic to it?
It's definitely more sophisticated than that. You see, AI music generation relies on these really complex algorithms and huge data sets of existing music.
Okay.
And these algorithms, they're often called neural networks. They kind of analyze the patterns and structures in the data sets and learn the language of music, so to speak.
So like teaching a computer a new language,
Right.
but instead of words, it's learning like melodies and harmonies and stuff.
Exactly. And just like with language, the more data the AI gets, the more fluent it becomes in music.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But let's be real for a second. Just how good is AI at actually composing? Can it really create something original and, emotionally impactful? Or is it just mimicking what it's learned?
That is a great question, and to be honest, the answer is still evolving. AI is really good at copying existing musical styles. Like it can compose in the style of Bach or Beethoven, or even create catchy pop songs.
Really?
Yeah, it can even blend genres in unexpected ways.
So you're saying I could ask an AI to write a heavy metal song, but like in the style of Mozart? That's a mashup I'd love to hear.
You absolutely could, and the result might actually surprise you.
Yeah.
But while AI excels at this imitation and stylistic exploration, the debate about its true creativity is still ongoing.
What do you mean by true creativity?
Well, can AI compose something truly groundbreaking and original? Like a new genre or a melody we've never heard before? Or is it just limited to kind of rehashing and recombining what's already out there? It's a question that's both philosophical and technical.
That's fascinating. So AI can create impressive music, but whether it can be truly innovative like a human composer, that's still up for debate.
Exactly.
Okay. But even without settling that debate, it's clear AI is changing how we create music, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's making music creation more accessible. Giving anyone with a computer the tools to express themselves through music.
So speaking of tools, I have zero musical background. Can someone like me actually use AI to create music? Or do I need to learn music theory first?
You absolutely don't need a music degree to get started. That's the beauty of these AI music tools. They're designed to be easy to use, even for total beginners.
Wait, seriously. You're telling me I could compose a symphony without knowing a single note?
Well, maybe not a symphony ready for Carnegie Hall,
Right.
but you could definitely create something that sounds pretty good. And that's where things get interesting. There are tons of AI music tools out there, each with its own strengths and what it's good at.
Okay, let's talk about some of those tools. What are some of the most popular ones for someone just starting out?
One of the most well-known is MuseNet, created by OpenAI.
MuseNet, that sounds familiar. Isn't that the same company behind ChatGPT?
You got it. It's also developed by OpenAI, and it's kind of like ChatGPT, but for music. It's been trained on this massive data set of music from like different genres and time periods. You can even have it blend styles, like combining Beethoven with electronic dance music.
Hold on, Beethoven with like a dubstep drop.
Mhm.
You have my attention. So how does it actually work?
It's really user-friendly. You just go to the MuseNet website, select the musical style you want, choose your instruments, and you can even input a few starting notes if you have something in mind. Then you hit generate, and the AI creates a whole track based on your choices.
Wow, so no complicated software or music theory knowledge needed. That's pretty amazing.
Exactly. MuseNet takes care of all the complicated stuff, letting you just experiment and have fun with different musical styles.
Okay, MuseNet sounds like a good place to start. What other tools are out there that might be good for beginners?
Another popular one is AIVA, which stands for Artificial Intelligence Virtual Artist.
That's a pretty fancy name.
Yeah.
What makes AIVA different?
AIVA specializes in creating what's called cinematic music, like soundtracks for movies, videos, or even podcasts.
Oh, so if I'm working on my next big movie, I can use AIVA to create a dramatic score.
Exactly. And the best part is you don't need to be a professional composer to use it. AIVA has these pre-made templates based on different moods and genres.
Oh, cool.
So you could choose a template for a suspenseful thriller score or a lighthearted comedy jingle, and AIVA will generate a whole composed track based on that template.
That's like next level elevator music. It sounds super convenient for people who need background music like YouTubers or podcasters.
It definitely is. It's a total game changer for those who don't have the time or money to hire a composer. Plus, you can even customize the tracks AIVA generates, like adjusting the tempo or instrumentation to fit your needs.
All right, so we've got MuseNet for trying out different styles, and AIVA for creating professional-sounding scores. Is there a tool specifically for making quick background music for, say, a YouTube video?
Definitely. There's a tool called Amper Music that's perfect for that. It's like having your own personal AI music assistant. You tell Amper Music the mood you want, what style you like, how long you need the track to be, and it makes a custom background track that's ready to go.
So if I'm making a travel vlog and need some upbeat background music, I can just tell Amper Music what I'm looking for, and it will compose something right there.
That's the idea. It's a real lifesaver for content creators who need good music but don't want to spend hours searching through royalty-free libraries.
This is all pretty mind-blowing. It seems like AI is making creating music easier than ever. But can we talk about the tech behind these tools? How does the AI actually learn to compose music?
It all comes down to those algorithms I mentioned before. One that's super important in AI music generation is called a generative model.
Generative model. That sounds pretty technical. Can you explain it for us, non-experts?
Okay, imagine a huge box full of Lego bricks. These represent all the different parts of music, like notes, rhythms, harmonies. A generative model is like a kid who's given this box of Legos and told to build something new.
Okay, I can picture that. So the AI is playing with musical Legos.
Exactly. But instead of building randomly, the AI has been trained by studying tons of examples of existing music. It's learned how those Lego bricks fit together to create different styles and genres.
So it's kind of learned the rules of the game.
Right. And using those rules, it can make new musical structures, sometimes combining those Legos in really surprising ways. It's like that kid building a spaceship out of Legos, but the spaceship also has parts of a castle and a pirate ship thrown in.
That's a great analogy. But let's go back to those tools we were talking about. I'm starting to get how AI can compose music, but how do I actually use these tools to make something I can share with others?
That's where things get really exciting. These AI music tools aren't just separate magic boxes. They can be integrated into your existing music production setup.
You mean like those programs musicians use like Logic Pro or Ableton Live? I think those are called
Oh,
DAWs, right? Digital audio workstations?
exactly. Most AI music tools let you export your creations as MIDI files, which can then be imported into a DW.
Okay, so I can take a track made by, say, AIVA and bring it into my DAW, but what can I actually do with it once it's there?
Think of the AI-generated track as a foundation, a starting point.
Okay.
You can add your own instruments, record vocals over it, use audio effects to change the sound mix, and master it to professional standards. It's like taking a rough sculpture and turning it into a finished masterpiece.
So it's not about AI replacing musicians, but more about giving new creative possibilities and tools for collaboration.
Precisely. It opens up a whole world of possibilities, letting musicians of all levels explore new sounds, overcome creative blocks, and even perform live with AI accompaniment. There are even AI tools that can improvise in real time, reacting to what a musician is playing live.
Wow, like an AI jam session partner. That's incredible. It seems like the future of music is wide open thanks to AI.
It really is. We're just scratching the surface of what's possible. Imagine personalized AI models that learn your musical tastes and compose music just for you, or AI tools that help you learn new instruments.
That's mind-blowing. We've covered a lot today, from the basics of AI music generation to the crazy possibilities of the future. I have to admit, I'm feeling pretty inspired to start experimenting myself.
That's what it's all about. AI music creation isn't science fiction anymore. It's something anyone with a computer and internet can do.
And who knows, maybe the next big hit song will be made by an AI.